The first change was so subtle, no one believed it mattered. A faint green undertone beneath the skin, barely noticeable unless the light hit just right. Doctors dismissed it as a harmless mutation, some pigment anomaly tied to environmental shifts. It spread quietly, like a rumor no one bothered to confirm. Then people stopped feeling hungry. Not entirely, not at first. Meals became optional, then occasional, then ceremonial. Office workers began lingering by windows instead of microwaves. Parks filled at noon with silent figures standing still, faces tilted upward, eyes half-lidded as if listening to something distant and internal. Within months, the truth stopped being deniable. Human skin had learned to drink sunlight. Mara noticed it the morning she forgot breakfast and didn't care. She stood by her apartment window, sunlight pouring across her arms. There was a warmth there, deeper than heat, like something moving under her skin. Not pain, not discomfort, satisfaction. Her stomach didn't growl. Hours passed and still nothing. By afternoon, she was certain. "I think I'm full," she muttered, staring at her reflection. Her roommate, Jalen, didn't look up from his phone. "You haven't eaten." "I know. That's not how full works." Mara turned her arm, studying the faint greenish hue beneath the surface. It shimmered slightly, like light filtering through shallow water. "I think it is now." Society didn't collapse. It unraveled. The global food industry didn't crash overnight. It withered. Crops rotted unharvested. Supply chains slowed, then stalled, then snapped. Restaurants tried to pivot, turning meals into luxury experiences rather than necessities. Taste, not survival, their slogans read. But fewer people were interested. Why chew when sunlight felt better? Governments issued statements. Scientists scrambled to explain. People stood in light. They stood on rooftops, on sidewalks, on highways. Some stripped down to maximize exposure, their bodies angled toward the sun with unconscious precision. Work hours shifted to daylight availability. Night became inconvenient. Skyscrapers became vertical gardens, not for food, but for people. Entire floors were stripped of walls, replaced with glass to maximize exposure. Offices turned into sun chambers, rows of employees standing silently in the light. Productivity measured in hours spent absorbing rather than tasks completed. Movement slowed everywhere. Why rush when energy came from stillness? Crime dropped, not out of morality, but inertia. Conflict required motivation, and motivation required something missing. Desire dulled, ambition thinned. Even speech changed. Conversations became shorter, less frequent. Words felt unnecessary when there was nothing urgent to convey. Mara felt it happening to her. Standing in the light brought a clarity that made everything else feel cluttered. Why worry? Why strive? Why chase anything when everything you needed was already falling from the sky? Years passed. Humanity didn't die. It rooted. Cities became quiet forests of still figures, skin tinted green, bodies positioned for optimal absorption. Movement became rare, speech rarer. Generations born into the change adapted fully, their physiology optimized for light, their minds shaped by stillness. Technology decayed, unused. Why build when survival required nothing but standing beneath the sky? They didn't conquer us. Nothing invaded, nothing attacked. We just stopped needing to be human. Outside, the world stood silent beneath the sun, endless rows of motionless figures drinking in the light, their thoughts slow and shallow, their bodies sustained by something vast and indifferent. Mara stood among them, eyes half closed, her breathing steady, unmoving, untroubled, unquestioning.